Yeah, my name is Cyrus Njonde. I am a mining engineer. I live in Kikuyu together with my family. Perhaps what I've found in this pandemic, the COVID-19, is that it has affected even the way we operate, the way we do our shopping. Particularly when you check people going to do their groceries or buying their vegetables, which is one of the essential in our kitchen here in Kenya. It's good to find that it has happened that in the days of curfew, which is the same time that people normally go out to buy their grocery, that is Sukuma, managu, telere, and spinach, it happens to be one of the hectic moments for Kenyans. I felt there could be a simple solution towards most people who lives in even tenants, where they can find a small space and do some small backyard farming. And by this I mean a small technology like vertical farming, which generally requires one square meter to do that farming. And these are technologies that one can do and perhaps always get fresh vegetables and on-time vegetables. And in a very short time, like in 15 to 17 days, you can have your spinach, your Sukuma available. You can always pluck them and get back in your house in 5 minutes. The process of having the small backyard farm is through acquiring a fabric. It's called a bag, where one can always do the vertical farming. You again go to your local neighbors and get some soil and some manure, perhaps some mbuzi, ng'ombe, and you come now and mix them in the right proportion. This is generally what we put up, mixture of this pig manure with the red soil. This is almost a full ton of a bag of the mixture. So this can last for 2 to 3 years before you remove this again and mix it again with another sort of manure, and it can take you for the other maybe 6 years. The good part about this vertical farming, it's very cost effective to start. I would say it can cost you at around 3,000 Kenyan shillings, and you can always plant 100 to 120 seedlings by the side and on the top. From the first harvest, after you put up the seedlings and this bag, should come after 17 days. It also depends with how big are the seedlings, but this is the average. And from there, the other coming harvest can always come after five days. This means after 3 to 5 days, you can always expect to have spinach. And after you harvest, you can always keep maybe some for 2 days. So it means your house can always have full cover of your leafy vegetables. Talking of maintenance of this vertical farming, it's one of the simple way to make sure that you don't have maintenance cost. In terms of maintenance, I would start by the water. It's one of the best way to conserve water, because you'll always feed or give water at least 10 liters to 15 liters per day, which is not a lot comparing to the output that you get from that vertical farming. The second thing about the maintenance would be always to put some mulching or even some of the foliage. This helps you to make sure that the small and the young seedlings are cautioned We always hear of government cautioning elderly people. So we are cautioning the small seedlings against the scorching sun. So it means that you are actually not putting any other soil after 2 to 3 years, depending on how much your soil and the manure was leached. This means you'll also not need to use fertilizers, DAPs, and even spraying of chemicals, which sometimes are not very good or recommended, unless there is an outbreak of any disease. My other appeal about the small vertical farming, it is a one-day thing. You can always make a decision on a weekend and put it up. So it will not take you days, and you'll not be going there every day to pluck out weeds, because basically by the side of the net, the only growing thing is the leafy vegetables, because it doesn't give opportunity for the weeds to come and encroach the vegetables.